Okay, you guys, come on. I'm lonely. Let's go out to the playground and play. I don't care that it's early. Go wake your mommy or somebody and...
No.
What? No.
Don't. D-O-N-T. Don't wake your mom.
Okay, so if the kids and me, we can't wake our moms, what are we supposed to do now?
There are lots of kids sitting there wondering about what to get into today.
Yeah.
And what can you explore that you haven't before, or the games that you might like to play.
Like what?
When you think about all that you could do, I know it adds up to a lot. And I can't really say what you should do, but I do know what you should not. Don't wake your mom. Let her have just a little more sleep. Don't wake your mom. Anything you must tell her will keep. Sleep, let your mom sleep. And for that, she'll be more than grateful. The same as you'd be if you got some chocolate cookies by the plate full. Find things to do, but keep the house quiet and calm. And don't, D-O-N-T, don't wake your mom. And if you're agreed, then let me talk you through a list of things you should not, absolutely must not, absolutely, positively must not, should not do. No slamming a door.
Like this.
No pounding blocks on a floor.
Like this.
No beating hard with a spoon or just with your hands on big pots and pans.
Like this.
Hey, give me that spoon.
No, it's mine.
No fighting for toys.
Hey, that's like a drum.
I found it. You can't have it.
That's no fair.
Toys that make noise.
Like this.
No throwing a fit or stamping your feet for something to eat.
Like this. I want food. I am hungry. I want food.
And that tap dance you love to do.
Oh, yeah.
Now that's a big no-no, too.
No making believe that you're a brigade out on parade.
Like this. Left, right. Pick them up and put them down. Left, right. Stamp your feet on the ground. Lift your knees really high. You can do it if you try. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Company, hold.
What hold? I was just getting started.
Sleep, let your mom sleep. And for that she'll be more than grateful.
The same as you'd be if you got some chocolate cookies by the plateful.
Find things to do, but keep the house quiet and calm. And don't,
D-O-N-T, don't
wake your mom.
Oh, yes.
Charlie Horse, what are you saying? Hush, puppy. What are you talking about?
Well, Lamb Choppy, we figured that Mom or Dad or anybody else who needs it should be able to get a half hour of peace and quiet or rest or sleep or whatever.
Yeah, but meanwhile, what am I supposed to do?
Lamb Chop, if
The mothers and daddies are inside resting. That means the kids are not outside playing.
No, like you, some of the kids are inside, playing.
Yeah, but they're not playing with me.
Well, what do you think they're doing?
I think the kids are just sitting there and listening.
Well, why don't we do something about that?
How? They're there, and I'm here.
Well, that's okay. Let's play with them.
Excuse me, Shari.
What is it, Charlie Horse?
How can she play with them? They're in some room, and she's in this room.
Yeah, Charlie Horse, and I don't even know what their room looks like.
Well, why don't we find out?
What do you mean?
Let's play a game.
What game?
We'll play the What Do You See game.
What do you do?
Now, what do you see?
No, I mean, what do you do to play What Do You See?
Well, first, I'll ask a question like, what do you see around your room that's soft?
A bed!
Oh, good, Lamb Chop, a bed. But you know, the other kids' answers may be different.
They don't have a bed?
Sure, but they may not be in the room with the bed. Maybe they are in a room with a sofa that's soft.
Or a teddy bear that is squishy.
That's right, Hush Puppy. So all of you kids at home or wherever you are, when we play What Do You See, Lamb Chop and Charlie Horse and Hush Puppy are going to shout out what they see in this room. But since what you see in your room is different, your answers may well be different.
Yes, but my answer's all right.
We're all right.
All right, Charlie Horse. Let's play.
Hey, this game is like a treasure hunt.
Okay, I'm going to say what I see.
And all you kids at home or wherever you are, you do the same. After Lamb Chop and Charlie Horse and Hush Puppy say what they see, you look around your room and tell me what you see that fits the description.
Is it a deal?
Here's a little game anyone can play. Just tell me what you see that matches what I say. Lamb Chop and the guys are gonna play it too, and they will give it all they got, and so should you. Looking all around, tell me what do you see that's brown? Lamb Chop,
The wood on the floor.
Charlie Horse,
My shoes.
and what about you at home? Oh, really? Looking wall to wall, tell me what do you see that's small? Hush Puppy,
A penny.
Lamb Chop,
The eraser on my pencil.
now you at home. Oh, that is small. What do you see that's kind of smooth, Lamb Chop?
The top of the table.
What do you see where you can hide, Charlie Horse?
Under the table.
What do you see that you turn on every time the sun is gone and it starts getting pretty dark outside?
The light.
A flashlight. A flashlight.
Now looking left and right, tell me what do you see that's white? Lamb Chop,
Me. My fleece is white as snow.
and what about you at home? Oh, you're right, that's white. Tell me what you see that you sit on frequently. Lamb Chop,
My bottom.
Hush Puppy,
A chair.
now you at home. You sit on that? What do you see that's filled with words, Lamb Chop?
A book.
Tell me a real good place to play, Hush Puppy.
Behind the sofa.
What do you see that's on the wall? Not too big and not too small. That's up there hanging every single day.
The mirror.
Uh-huh. No, a picture. A picture.
Now just close your eyes and please try to visualize what you would like to grow to be someday. Lamb Chop,
A disc jockey or the President of the United States.
Hush Puppy and Charlie Horse.
A cowboy.
Now you guys at home. Oh, good. Well, believe in what you see, and that's what you might someday grow to be.
You know what I really want to be is the president during the day and the disc jockey at night.
Well, who knows, darling? Anything's possible.
Is that enough sleep for Mom?
No.
No, she wants more.
Sure.
Why?
Sweetie, sometimes grown-ups just need it.
Us kids, we got need-its too.
Oh, really? What's your need it?
We needed to have fun.
What's your idea of fun?
Playing with a friend.
What else?
Playing with two friends.
Well, you can play with Charlie Horse and Hush Puppy. Gee, not right now, Shari. Why not, Charlie Horse? Well, I'm in the middle of a new book, and it's great. And I want to finish reading it. See you later. Well, how about you, Hush Puppy? Well, I'm painting a picture of my goldfish, and I gotta get back to it before it dries. The paint? No, the goldfish. Oh, hurry, hurry.
Okay, now, the kids and me, if we're really gonna play together, we want to run and jump and skip and turn. We don't want to just sit here on our
Lamb chop.
chairs. We need exercise, jumping jacks, knee bends, push-ups. We need exercise.
Shh. Would you settle for whisper size?
Settle for what?
Whisper size. Everybody whisper size. Perfect time for whisper size. Follow me and whisper size.
What is whisper size?
Whisper size as you're gonna sing
Yeah?
is exercising quietly. Nobody shouts what you gotta do,
Yeah, but what will we do?
and the moves you make are quiet too.
Like what?
Go down to the ground, curl into a ball. Go on, do it. Stand up and stretch, become very tall. Get up. Get down to the ground, curl into a ball.
I'm doing it.
Stand up and stretch, become very tall.
Oh, I'm tall.
Again, down to the ground, curl into a ball. Get down, get down. Stand up and stretch, become very tall. Up, up, that's the way. Down to the ground, curl into a ball.
Look at me.
Oh, yeah. Stand up and stretch, become very tall.
I've never been this tall.
Good. Now everybody jump in place.
Oh, I like jumping.
I don't want to hear a thing from your face. Jumping's all I want from you. Keep it up, you're almost through. Hey, as a jumper, you're the best.
Really?
But now it's time to take a rest.
Oh, yeah.
And while you're resting, getting strong, I'm going back to our little song.
Me too.
Whisper size. Everybody whisper size. Perfect time to whisper size. Follow me and whisper size. Now wiggle your fingers nice and slow.
That's easy.
Now wiggle them fast as they can go. Wiggle them upwards if you please. Move them up. Now wiggle them downwards toward your knees. Bring them down, bring them down. Back to a wiggle that's nice and slow.
Wiggle, wiggle, little piggle.
Wiggle them fast as they can go. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Wiggle them upwards if you please. Wiggle them high, higher. Wiggle them downwards toward your knees. Down, down. Wiggle, wiggle. Now make believe that you're a top.
A turning top.
And spin around till I say stop. Turn, 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 turn around. But make sure you don't make a sound.
Oh, sorry.
Keep on turning, round you go, round you go, round you go. Not too fast and not too slow.
I'm turning.
Keep on turning right along, turn along, turn along. Let's go back to our little song.
Oh, okay.
Whisper size. Ain't it fun to whisper size? Don't you love to whisper size? But that's the end of eyes.
Oh, no! Oh,
Now flop down slowly to the floor.
why?
Let's rest a minute, maybe more.
Okay.
And as you lay there in a heap,
Yeah?
relax, but please don't fall asleep. You know, I was so eager not to wake up Mom or anybody, I forgot to introduce myself.
I know you.
Yes, I know you do, but it would be nice if you would introduce me to the kids.
Okay, kids, this is Shari, the kids.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hey, what's all their names?
I tell you what, all you kids at home or wherever you are, you whisper your name, and I'll really listen, and then we'll all be friends, okay? I'm Shari. What's your name? How do you do?
Shari,
What?
why are we whispering?
We're whispering because Mom needs her beauty sleep.
Is that what Sleeping Beauty got?
What?
Beauty sleep?
Well, I don't know if you'd call it that.
Yeah, I guess not. She was beautiful when she fell asleep, and when she woke up 100 years later, she was just still beautiful, that's all.
That's all. That's what I call beauty sleep. Where do I get some of that stuff?
Hey, how come Sleeping Beauty didn't look 100 years older?
'Cause she wasn't.
Why not?
Oh, honey, I've told you this story.
I forgot.
Okay. We are going to tell the story of Sleeping Beauty.
We? You and me?
No. We, you, and you, and you, and you, and me.
You mean all the kids?
Yeah.
What do we do? I mean, how do we know what to say and when to say it?
Whenever I talk about anything being good, you, Lamb Chop, and all you kids out there, you cheer, yay! Very softly. Yay! Let me hear it.
Yay!
No, wait, listen. I'll say, this is good.
Yay!
Good. Of course, when I mention anything that's bad, what do you think would be the right thing to say?
Boo!
Good. And sometimes you'll hear the word quiet. And at that point, why don't you all go shh?
Okay.
Okay, try it. Be quiet. And here's the story. Once upon a time, a long time ago, a royal mom and dad gave birth to a baby princess. And like most babies, this princess slept a lot. So everybody tiptoed around, being very quiet. Shh. Did you hear me say quiet?
I did.
I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to the other kids.
Why?
Well, I wanted to make sure that everyone said shh when I said quiet.
That time everybody said it.
Good. One day, the queen gave this baby a christening party, and she invited all 4 of the fairies in the kingdom who were good.
Yay!
But she didn't invite the fairy who was bad.
Oh!
Each fairy gave the princess a gift. One said, "This child will be kind and good."
Yay!
The second said, "When she sings, even the birds will be quiet." Shh. And the third said, "She'll be as pretty as a rose." But just as the youngest fairy was about to give her gift, who should appear but the fairy who was bad?
Oh!
The castle grew quiet. Her eyes blazed as she shrieked,
Why wasn't I invited to this party?
and the queen wanted to say, "Because you're mean and nasty and selfish and bad."
Oh!
But the queen was afraid, so she was quiet. Shh. However, the wicked fairy cackled.
I won't stay, but I also have a gift. The princess will stick her finger on a spinning wheel and she will die.
And then the evil fairy flew away. Everyone was quiet. Shh. Nobody knew what to say. And that's when the youngest fairy, who was good,
Yay!
stepped forward. I cannot undo a curse that's bad,
Oh,
she said, but I can change it. The princess will not die. She will just fall asleep for 100 years to be awakened only when a great prince arrives at the castle. Well, the next morning, the king and queen declared, as of today, every spinning wheel in the land will be destroyed. And all of the spinning wheels were destroyed. Isn't that good?
yay!
Years passed, and the baby princess grew into a lovely teenaged princess. And then one day, the king and queen said, let's take a drive to the oldest castle in our land. There it will be peaceful and quiet. Shh. And soon they arrived at an ancient castle with its turrets and its winding stairs, and the princess set out to explore the highest tower. She climbed the stairs, and at the top, she found an old lady with white hair and blazing eyes sitting at a round wooden wheel. What are you doing? Asked the princess.
I am spinning.
Replied the old woman.
Would you like to try it?
The princess grasped the spindle, but as she did, she pricked her finger on the needle and fell to the ground. And at that moment, all over the castle, all other living creatures fell asleep too. And for 100 years, that castle was absolutely quiet. Shh. And then one day, a young prince came riding through the forest. He entered the castle, looked around and said, "Boy, is it quiet." Shh. Inside, he found the servants asleep in the kitchen, the king and queen asleep on their thrones, and even the dogs were sleeping at their feet. He thought fearfully, something has happened here that was really bad.
Oh,
But his fears vanished when he came upon the sleeping princess. He bent down and he kissed her, and at that, the princess opened her eyes and the spell was broken, and then everybody else woke up too. So the castle was no longer quiet. And the very next day, the royal pair were married, and that's good.
yay!
And they lived happily ever after, and that's good.
Yay!
And that's the end of this story, and that's really good.
Yay! Okay, now it's time, right?
No, don't wake your mom.
How long can she sleep? How long can anybody sleep?
Oh, I heard about a person who slept 20 years.
Oh,
Rip Van Winkle.
is he awake yet?
Oh, honey, Rip Van Winkle lived a long, long time ago.
Did you know him?
No, he lived even before I was born.
That long ago, huh? Phew. Wowee.
I think I'm going to go get the storybook and read it to you.
And you could read it to all the other kids, too.
Oh, that's nice of you to share me.
I'm not sharing you. No way, you're my Shari. But I'll share that guy who's, torn and tinkle.
Rip Van Winkle?
Yeah, him.
Hi, guys.
Oh, finish your book, Charlie Horse?
Yeah, I hated to see the end of that story.
Well, I'll go get my book, and we can see the start of another story.
What's that?
Sounds like music to me.
I know it's music, Charlie Horse, but
Hey, you guys! Cut the racket! You're making too much... Oh, it ain't you making that music.
it's outside.
Yeah, it's in the street.
Yeah, but how come somebody's making music in the street?
It's a parade. And very near.
But something's wrong. as you can hear.
Oh yeah, there are no drums to keep the beat.
Well, that sounds very incomplete.
Hey, let's pretend.
What, Hush Puppy?
Right near your tum.
Yeah?
Somehow you got a marching drum.
On my tummy?
And in your hands, let's be agreed. You got the drumsticks you will need.
Oh, good.
Okay, you got your drums. Now, all I need for all you guys at home and every place else is to get up on your feet and tell me you're ready. Are you ready? Say yes.
Yes.
Are you ready to march?
Yes.
You sure? Say yes.
Yes.
All right. And are you ready to play that drum on your tummy? I mean, really ready?
Yes.
All right, then. Here we go. Everybody start to march and everybody play. And I mean everybody. Rum digga dum dum, digga digga dum dum, rum digga dum dum.
Hey, what's going on here, guys?
Oh, Shari, we're drum digga dum dumming, da dum dum.
What's a parade without a drum?
It's like a day without the sun.
It's like a park without the trees. It's like a hug without the scream.
Oh yeah, Sherry, a jumbo jet that's got no wings, a rocket top without the strings. To us they sound about as dumb as a parade without a drum. What's a parade?
Keep drumming away
without the beat?
as loud as you can.
It's like a bite that's the move
Without the seat, that's the plan.
It's like an A.
You're into the beat,
Without the yolk.
you're into the flow.
Or it's like fries without a coke.
And now you must keep
Tell me
going.
your band
The way that you play
is coming through.
blows me away.
But all the snares
Just
just got the flu. I won't be there.
surely you see,
'Cause I won't come.
there's nothing as dumb
to
as
a parade without a drum. Rum digga dum dum, digga digga dum dum, rum digga dum dum. What's a parade without a drum? I think that was fun.
I think that was noisy. I think nobody could sleep through that.
Yeah, not even Torn and Tinkle.
Torn and Tinkle?
Wait a second. Torn and Sprinkled?
What?
Wait a second. Ripped and Wrinkled?
Rip Van Winkle.
Twinkle, twinkle, Rip Van Winkle.
Isn't he the guy who slept for a long, long time?
Talk about sleep. I can tell a story about an unfortunate fella who fell asleep, slept for years. The story's based upon the fears people used to have when they heard thunder. They'd listen. They'd wonder whether that rumbling, humbling sound was bowling balls rolling on the ground. They'd think, those crashes must be the bowling ball as it smashes into the 9 pins, knocking them down. Well, one fine day in a mountain town, Rip Van Winkle went out to hunt. Did he hunt for food? To be blunt, he wasn't very lucky and he wasn't very good. Well, that day, Rip got lost in the wood. He knew he was lost, and then nearby there appeared this weird little beady-eyed guy, a tiny little man with a big black beard.
Why do you say that the man was weird?
This funny little fella said not one word, but distant thunder could be heard. The odd little guy took Rip by the hand, and Rip Van Winkle followed the man. Up they climbed to the mountaintop. The peals of thunder didn't stop. They grew louder, closer.
Was Rip Van Winkle frightened?
No, sir. Soon he met more of these little men, rolling their bowling balls again and again.
What did they say?
The only sound was the ball as it knocked the 9 pins down.
Did Rip Van Winkle get to play?
No, and since it was late in the day, he fell asleep.
In spite of thunder?
And how he slept.
How, I wonder?
Very well. The sun was bright when he woke up. He slept at night? When he got up, it was really weird. The funny little men had disappeared. And in his sleep, he'd grown a long white beard. Overnight?
Oh, this is weird.
He hobbled down the hill till he got to town, and people gathered from all around in the village square to stand and stare at his ragged clothes and his long white hair.
I know everyone in town,
He said to the crowd that gathered round.
but I don't know you. Do you know me? I'm Rip Van Winkle.
Said he,
Where are my neighbors? Where's my wife and the folks I've known all of my life?
a man stepped forward. Dad, he said, your wife, your neighbors all are dead. You've been gone for 20 years. And the young man's eyes were filled with tears. I'm your son, but now I'm grown up. I'm awfully glad you've finally shown up. Rip could not believe his ears. He'd slept away 20 years. And in that town to this very day, when thunder sounds, the people say, the thunder rumbling, rolling his little men in the mountains, bowling.
Hey, Shari, that ain't Rip Van Winkle. That's Rap Van Winkle. Well, Shari, I think it's finally time to wake Mom and everybody, isn't it?
No.
Yes, it is.
I didn't mean no, it isn't. I mean, no, I don't want to.
Oh, but you were so eager to play outside.
It's been more fun to stay inside, playing with all my listening friends.
Your listening friends?
Yeah, I haven't been lonely, not even one little bit.
Neither have I, but look at the time. It's time to go ahead and wake your...
No, don't do it. Don't wake your anything. Stay with me, play with me, spend the day with me.
Lamp Chop, please.
I know what. Let's go back to the very beginning and do it again.
Lamp Chop, what are you doing?
I know what I'm doing. Come on, all you kids, do it with me. Let's see who could get to the beginning the fastest. 1, 2, 3, go.